Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on COC channel. Today let's crochet this beautiful and practical handbag together. We're using 8-ply cotton yarn for the main body and milk cotton for the accent colors. The bag measures 22 centimeters in diameter at the base and 30 centimeters across the top. The height ranges from 15 to about 19 to 20 centimeters depending on your tension. The inside has a magnetic snap closure and is spacious enough for essentials. Both sides have small inner pockets, great for your phone. You can also fit an umbrella, tissues, or some makeup. We'll begin with the foundation chain. Wrap the yarn around your pinky, across your index, then hold the tail with the thumb and middle finger. Using a 4mm hook, make a slip knot. You can do this by hand or directly with the hook. Start chaining. Don't make the stitches too loose, just enough for the hook to go through smoothly. We'll chain 37 in total. Tighten the 37th stitch slightly. This is where we'll place 6 double crochets, so it needs to hold this shape. Insert your hook into the 3rd stitch from the hook. Pick up just one loop of the chain and make a double crochet. Keep these stitches snug to form a firm base. Work 6 double crochets into this one stitch. Place a stitch marker on the first double crochet so we can keep track. Now for the next 35 stitches in the chain, crochet 1 double crochet in each, 1 to 1. Continue with 35 double crochets across. Keep your tension even. In the very first chain, the one we started with, work 6 double crochets again to mirror the other end of the base. Continue placing 6 double crochets into the same stitch. Good. That finishes the first corner. Now we mirror the same pattern. Crochet 35 double crochets 1 to 1 across the opposite side. Start from the first matching stitch and continue across, keeping your tension even. When you reach the starting point, do a slip stitch into the first double crochet, not the turning chains, to close the round. Start the second round with 2 turning chains. Don't count as a stitch. In the same stitch, crochet 2 double crochets. Now for the next 5 stitches, from the initial 6, do 2 double crochets in each. This brings the count on the curved end from 6 to 12 stitches. The middle 35 stitches remain unchanged. These form the straight sides of the bag. Only increase at the 2 curved ends. We don't increase along the middle section. Repeat 2 double crochets in each stitch along the curved edge, then 35 double crochets 1 to 1 through the center again. Repeat the same increases, 2 double crochets per stitch at the opposite curved end. You can use a stitch marker to remember the center point of the curve. Again, increase from 6 to 12 stitches by placing 2 double crochets in each stitch around the curve. Check your count to ensure consistency. Work another round. Middle stitches remain 1 to 1. Begin with 2 turning chains. Place a double crochet into the same stitch. Use a stitch marker to mark the first stitch. Follow this pattern, 1 double crochet in one stitch, 2 double crochets in the next. Repeat for all 12 stitches at the curved end. This brings your total from 12 to 18 stitches on each curve. In the straight 35 stitch section, crochet 1 double crochet into each stitch. Don't increase here. Use your stitch marker to help identify the next round starting point. These stitches form the back body later. Once we crochet past the base, it's finished. Now we're starting on the floral motif. The body of the bag features a fan-shaped semicircle. It begins with increases. From 6 base stitches, we form 6 sections above. Let's begin. The middle 35 stitches remain unchanged. We skip them. Make a slip stitch in the first stitch. Chain 2. These 2 chains don't count as a stitch. Yarn over and work 1 double crochet in the same stitch. In the next stitch, crochet 2 double crochets. In the third stitch, crochet 1 double crochet. That's one group. Pattern 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. Chain 1 to separate groups. Now yarn over and start the next group. Begin with 1 double crochet. Then 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Do 1 double crochet in the third stitch. Chain 1, then start the next group. Each group consists of 3 stitches. That gives us 18 stitches, 6 groups total. This completes round 1. That's the first half circle round. Each group consists of 4 stitches total. That includes the increase in the center. So after one round, 6 groups total. Okay, chain 1. Turn your work to the wrong side. Start by chaining 2. The wrong side uses a different technique. This project distinguishes front and back. So on the back, we work in reverse, but still keep the pattern consistent. We crochet as if it's the front side. Pull the yarn through the hook in the usual way. Yarn over, insert hook. From outside to inside. Still insert from the front. Pull the yarn through. Pull through the first 2 loops. Now turn the hook up to complete the stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. This first stitch is a bit different. Remember, the 2 chains at the beginning don't count as stitches. Then work 2 double crochets. Each round adds a stitch. On the wrong side, increases go in the first stitch. Two double crochets into the first stitch. Then 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Yarn over, pull through the back 2 loops. Yarn over and insert hook. Pull yarn through. Yarn over, pull through 2 front loops. Turn the hook up. That completes the stitch. There are 4 stitches. Now this round has 5 stitches. Each new round adds 1 stitch to the floral group. Okay, that completes one group of 5 stitches. You'll see a space in the center here. We work into that space, chain 1, yarn over, and begin the next group. 2 double crochets in the first stitch. Increases should be made into the first stitch. Pull the yarn through, lift it up, and the stitch comes out like this. Yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Yarn over, insert the hook again to add a stitch. Yarn over, pull through the front 2 loops. Turn the hook upward to finish. Now you have 2 double crochets. In the next 3 stitches, work 1 double crochet in each stitch. Keep the space between groups as before. Here we have 2 stitches, then make 3 more double crochets individually. That gives us 5 stitches. Let's look at another group. Work all the way to the last stitch. Each group now consists of 5 stitches. Now turn it back to the front side. On the front side, continue working double crochets normally. Start with 2 chains as usual. Let's now look at how to add stitches on the front side. Start by crocheting a regular double crochet into the first stitch. On the front, increases go into the center. With 5 stitches, that means the third stitch. Add a stitch right there. Work the first 2 as normal. Then go into the third. Make 2 stitches here. Then double crochet once in each of the last 2 stitches. Chain 1. Now each group has 6 stitches, 2 stitches on each side. With an increase in the center, 5 becomes 6. Let's look at one more group. 1 double crochet, in the third stitch, work 2 double crochets as the increase. Then finish the last 2 as usual. After that, chain 1, follow this pattern, 2 stitches at the start, 2 at the end, with the increase in the third stitch. That's how we add in row 3, 2 on each side, 1 added in the center. Each group now has 6 stitches total. Now we're back to the wrong side. Start the same way, chain 2, turn and yarn over, insert the hook from the front, pull the yarn through, yarn over again, pull through the first 2 loops, then through the last 2 loops. Now add 1 stitch, pull through the front loops and the back loops to finish the stitch. The remaining 5 stitches are worked normally. Remember, on the back, increases go in the first stitch, then work 1 double crochet in each of the 5. Back side is done. Now turn back to the front, flip the work, Now look at the overall increase pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stitches. This is the last stitch. Yarn over and make the final double crochet on the front side. After finishing the double crochet, pull the yarn longer, at least long enough to reach here. Pull it to the base of the stitches. Then cut the yarn, leaving about 3 strands length. Pull the yarn tail through. We'll sew it in later. Leave a longer tail rather than too short. You can trim it later. A short end is harder to fix. Now let's start crocheting the leaves. We'll use fine cotton yarn for the leaves. Wrap it with your pinky, guide it through with your index finger. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. We're still working on the front side. Start from this beginning point here. Now switch to a 3mm hook. Insert the hook into the chain space of the first double crochet, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over again and pull through the loop. This first loop doesn't count as a stitch. Insert again and pull up a loop. Make 1 single crochet. This counts as the first stitch. You can place a stitch marker here. It helps keep track of the first stitch. Don't make this loop too tight. Alright, that's 1 single crochet. Attach the stitch marker here. Leave the yarn tail there. We'll weave it in later. Now make a single crochet, then chain 3. Skip 2 stitches. Skip the second and third stitches. In the third stitch, make a single crochet. Chain 3. Skip 2 more stitches. Into the third one, make a single crochet. Chain 3 again. Skip 2 stitches. Into the third stitch, work a single crochet. Chain 3. Skip 2 stitches. Repeat this pattern to complete the round. Here, shift over by 1 stitch. It lines up just right. Skip 2 stitches and make 1 single crochet. Chain 1 and turn your work. This chain starts the new row. In row 2, work single crochets 1 to 1. Start with a single crochet into the first stitch. In each chain space, work 3 single crochets. Then 1 single crochet into the next stitch. In the next chain space, 3 single crochets. Then 1 single crochet again. In the space, crochet 3 more. 3 single crochets in the next space. Continue this pattern to finish this row. This is the wrong side. On the wrong side, each group contains 4 stitches. In every chain space, crochet 3 stitches plus 1 single crochet. Chain 1 at the first stitch. Turn your work. Let's take a look again. Into the last single crochet, make 1 single crochet. After that, chain 1 to turn, Rotate to the front side. Now work 1 to 1. Start with a single crochet into the first stitch. Tuck the yarn tail upward to hide it as you go. Pull the yarn through. Make 1 single crochet. Now crochet 5 single crochets in a row. Okay, now you can trim off the yarn tail. You've made 5 single crochets along the top of the previous row. Now chain 4. Then pull the chains to tight. Move to the next single crochet. Insert the hook into the space beside that single crochet, going down into the base of the stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Make a single crochet. Then wrap the yarn across and continue smoothly. Start with a single crochet, then work 4 half double crochets into the same space. Yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 loops. Yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. That's 1 half double crochet. So you have 4 half double crochets. Finish with 1 single crochet. That makes 6 stitches total. Chain 4. These 4 chains should be looser than the previous 4, not too tight. Now turn and go to the bottom of the first double crochet. Insert hook from bottom to top through the base of that double crochet. Insert from underneath the stitch, coming out on the other side. Pull up a loop. Make a single crochet. Each leaf has a left and a right side. This part's too tight, so on this side, keep your stitches a bit looser. Into this space, crochet 1 single crochet. Tighten your loop slightly. Yarn over. Make 5 half double crochets into chain space. Add a single crochet to complete the shape. After that, go up into the matching chain above. Into the next matching space, start with a single crochet. Now go forward with 8 single crochets. If you don't want to count, just stop at the next single crochet up ahead. That marks 8 stitches. Each leaf uses 8 stitches. 2 sets of 8 make 1 rose flower section. So every 8 stitches along the top equals 1 rose. At the 8th stitch, chain 4. Insert the hook into the hole below the next single crochet. Make a single crochet there, then into the chain space, add another. This time it will be a half double crochet. Then crochet 4 more half double crochets. Finish with 1 single crochet. Now chain 4 loosely. Insert into the same hole and pull the stitch upward. You'll shape the stitches like a figure 8, one going forward, the other back. Pull through and make a single crochet. Into the chain space, add 1 single crochet, followed by 5 half double crochets. Finish with a single crochet. That completes this leaf. Now go forward with 8 single crochets, count 1 through 8. Chain 4. Into the next hole below the single crochet, insert and make 1 single crochet. Then crochet 4 half double crochets. Add 1 single crochet, chain 4. Now we go back up, insert hook and pull out 1 single crochet. In the chain space, make 1 single crochet followed by 5 half double crochets. Add another single crochet here. And that's how you continue shaping each leaf moving forward. Okay, follow this pattern. Crochet all the way across. For this one, crochet just 1 more leaf and then stop. After that, just work single crochets 1 to 1 from this point on, only single crochets. Slip stitch to finish off. Pull the yarn through, tighten the loop, cut the yarn tail. We'll hide the tail later. Now let's crochet the flower. Take your flower colored yarn. This is the petal color. Wrap the yarn around your pinky. Guide it over your index finger. Hold the tail with the thumb and middle finger. Here, leave a small tail to knot later. Place it to the left side of the leaf. Insert from the center, pull the yarn through with the hook, yarn over and chain 1, tighten the loop. Now work 12 chains. Into the 10th chain from the hook, crochet 3 double crochets. Same method as for the back body, all double crochets. Yarn over, except for the first and last stitches, crochet 3 double crochets into each chain stitch. Let's do another one. Pull through 2 loops, then the next 2, that's 1, 2, and 3. Next chain, again 3 double crochets. In the last stitch, first 1 double crochet, then yarn over, make 1 half double crochet, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, that's a half double crochet, finish with a single crochet. This gives the petal a taper from long to short. It shapes the edge of the petal. After extending the yarn, you'll see the rose naturally curls. Lay it down flat. Let it look natural and relaxed. Twist it around. Take your hook, flip the piece to the back. Here's the yarn. Bring it slightly over to the side. Insert the hook and pull it through the loop inside. This secures the rose from within. Pull the yarn through, make a loop, and draw it over. Give it a slight twist. Pull it through and slip stitch to secure. Trim the yarn tail. Tighten just enough, but not too tight. Now on the front side, bring both yarn tails. Thread the left yarn tail through to the back. Pull it gently through. Now tuck the tail inside the flower. Keep the full petal side outside, twist to adjust. Then from the center, insert the hook again. Make 1 more slip stitch to hide the yarn tail inside the middle. Pull the yarn through. Do the same on this side. Bring this yarn tail through. Position it in the center. Tie a knot to secure it. Don't tighten the first knot too much, just enough to hold it in place near the center. Make a second knot to secure it. Now trim the yarn tail. You can leave it a bit long or trim it along the edge. Either works. The remaining yarn can be tucked in with your hook. Just secure it inside, and that completes 1 rose. After this, attach 1 rose on each leaf. Now we start the stitching. Right side facing up, wrong side underneath. The side with the flowers is on top. Align both layers from the bottom. The side without flowers goes on the inside. Make sure both edges are aligned. Once aligned, we begin stitching. Match one stitch to one stitch. Pull the yarn tail through directly. Stitch by stitch. If it's a double crochet, line it up with the second stitch. Go into the next stitch. Tighten the yarn. Don't make the stitching too loose. Keep your stitching snug. One stitch at a time. Avoid stitching through the center of the double crochet. Use the inside loops. Sew from the inner side. Pick up the small ridge. Hide your yarn tail neatly. Trim the excess. Now inside. The flower side is facing down. That's the front of the flower. The other side is the back. Now we flatten it out. Make sure everything is aligned. Straighten the direction. Now begin sewing along the side edges. Sew both sides. Same method for both. Tighten. Insert into the second stitch. Hide this yarn tail as well. Trim the tail. The inner stitching is now complete. Now we begin stitching the outer back. Let's sew the edges together. Start with the sides. Align both centers. Flatten it. Begin stitching from the center, top to bottom. Follow the curve as you stitch down. Flip it over. Hide the yarn tail inside first. Tie a knot. Start stitching from the top. Align both sides. And then sew a couple of stitches along the edge. Same goes for the top edge. Otherwise, if it's hard to hold, just lift it up. Pick one stitch from the top and one matching stitch from below. Make sure they line up. Pick another stitch. And one more above. Keep matching stitches from both sides. That completes this side. Continue stitch by stitch down. Press slightly upward for smoothness. That way it stays flat. Or just hold it up while stitching. That works too. Make a hidden knot now. Trim after hiding it. The main bag is now finished. Make sure both sides are sewn neatly. Now we just need to attach the handles. I prefer mine a bit longer, so if you have extra yarn, you can make it longer. I made mine about 35 centimeters long. If you want a longer handle and have enough yarn, feel free to extend it. Just try it against your bag and stop when it feels right. Pull out the yarn tail, we'll need it for sewing. Leave about 30 centimeters of tail for stitching. Start with the slip knot. You can also use a crochet hook for this, but I'll show you how to make a slip knot. Insert the hook into the loop. This doesn't count as a stitch. Now yarn over, make 6 chains. Go into the 5th chain from the hook and pick up the back loop. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through both loops. That's your first single crochet. Mark this first stitch with a stitch marker. Now continue, no yarn over needed. Work 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. It's 1 to 1. Insert, pull up a loop. Now the 5th stitch. That completes the row. Chain 1 to turn. Now we'll go in the opposite direction, picking up 1 loop on each side. Start from the chain side, exactly where we insert last time. So insert the hook through both loops. The turning chain doesn't count as a stitch. Go into the 5th stitch, grab just the front loop, then pick up the lower loop as well. Leave that tail for later sewing. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. That completes the first single crochet of this row. You can mark this stitch if you'd like. After 2 rows, you won't need the marker anymore. That's for the first stitch. Now into the 2nd stitch, grab the front loop, match it with the lower loop. Pull up a loop through the 2nd stitch, yarn over, and finish the single crochet. That's 1 more done. 3rd stitch now. Pick up the outer loop, then match with the lower 3rd stitch. Insert the hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, and finish the single crochet. Now stitch 4. yarn over, finish the stitch. For the 5th stitch, it's where we stitch marker is. Remove the marker now. Insert into the 5th stitch. Pick up the upper loop. Then find the lower 5th stitch. That corner stitch is your first from the other side. Now into the 5th stitch below, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through both loops. That finishes stitch 5, chain 1 to turn. Now we turn the work again. Remember that chain doesn't count. Just work into the front loops of the 5 stitches. Pick up the top front loop. For the bottom, we're only using the remaining half of the chain. You can see it clearly here. Pick up one side directly, match them 1 to 1, pull up a loop, and finish a single crochet. Second stitch, go into the second stitch below, and make the second stitch. Third stitch, match the lower third. Here's the fourth, match the bottom fourth stitch. Last stitch is where the stitch marker was. The first few rows are tight and tricky, it's just hard to hold. Now into this very last stitch, keep your tension tighter for this first row. Go through the top and bottom loops. Pull the yarn through, finish with a single crochet. That's 5 stitches done. Chain 1, turn your work. We'll continue working back and forth. Start from the second stitch. Remember, the turning chain doesn't count. Start from the actual stitch below. Work 1 to 1. Count the 5 stitches across the top. We just continue this back and forth. Let's do 2 more rows. For the last stitch, insert a bit toward the outside. Slightly angle it outward. Give it a little pull. That makes it easier to see. The turning stitch should be a bit tighter. Pick up the outer loop. Just grab half of the stitch. Each row has 5 stitches, no increases or decreases, just 5 single crochets. After finishing, chain 1 to turn. Keep repeating rows like this. Once both straps are done, we'll sew them onto the bag. After finishing both straps, sew them to the top of the bag. Attach them at these positions. Make sure both sides are evenly spaced. Once aligned, both flower sides, line the strap with the second flower. Use the short stitch below as anchor. Align properly. To sew it, I stitched mine above the second flower. Make sure everything lines up. Flatten the strap before sewing it. Place it right above the flower. Sew at the second flower spot. There's a short stitch underneath. Stitch the strap down over it. Insert the needle next to the short stitch. Then stitch through the strap above. From here on, stitch 1 to 1. Continue sewing the strap down. Add 1 or 2 extra stitches to secure. Pull tight. Tuck the yarn tail inside. Trim the yarn. Now twist the strap gently to flatten. Place it onto the other side, same positioning as before. Align it above the second flower. Start sewing from the edge stitch. Next to the short stitch, the base is only partially worked, so match that when stitching. That's how it was crocheted. If the strap seems loose or uneven, adjust your angle. Second stitch. Insert again here. Go from below. Insert a stitch 2 to stitch securely. Third stitch goes upward. You can also sew with a double pass for more strength. Then stitch back across again. Add one more stitch at the edge if needed. Add one stitch at the base if necessary. Avoid leaving it too wide or flaring. Tuck the yarn tail inside securely. That completes the back.